Okay, this is my number three, but I did more than when I was talking about the first time how you turn a chest freezer to a smoker. So I did part one, part two, and every time I get to the point where I start ready to cook something, I forget the video. And then last time I video, I lost power. So this will make up for the time that I put them back on, and this is what I've done so far. Okay, the smoker works perfect. So far, I cooked chicken, ribs, roast, a whole chicken. Um, I made a fresh smoked neck bone from the recipe I got off of YouTube with the brine. Okay, so right now what I'm about to do, I'm making another roast, but this one here, I had to marinate for 24 hours in the brine. Okay, this is the smoker. That's the top grade. All right, so you can tell I've been using it for a while now, so it's not bad. Okay, here's my pan of water. The only thing I changed from last time, instead of having the electric pan to do my smoker, I got a charcoal pan, and I got it from that smoker over there, what my friend gave me. All right, so that works perfect. The only thing I had to learn with this is to put the right amount of charcoal in it and go from there. So if I put a lot of charcoal in it, it's going to cook like a grill. I don't want that. If I put a little bit in there, it'll smoke perfectly. Okay, the gauge I still haven't got, but I got one, so I know once it start getting up to 50 and my chimney starts smoking, then I know it's working and it'll cook. I have no problem yet. There's a chimney. Once it starts smoking, on this be my last stage. Once I get everything done on this, then I'm going to paint it. Okay, so let me, I'll be back in a minute. Let me go and get my meat out the refrigerator, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm back right now in the kitchen. This is my pork roast. Okay, so it's been marinating for 24 hours. So right now it's about time for me to take it out. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but basically how I actually got started doing this was um, I wanted to smoke a butt. I didn't want to pay for one yet, and I had an old deep freezer. I had two deep freezers, and the one big one conked out on me, so I went and bought another one. So I had one of my old friend neighbors. He always pick up junk, so I asked him to come by and pick it up. And then I was looking at YouTube one day, and they were talking about smokers out refrigerators and stuff. So I said, "Why can I do one with my smoker? I mean, with my chest freezer." So I took my time trying to think it out how I'm gonna do it and this and that. And I started building week by week, slowly. Get little parts off and here and off and in from my job I work at. So really, only thing I actually paid for was the thermostat, and that's probably like $3 or $4. Matter of fact, I actually ordered it off of Amazon, so that worked perfectly. So one day I was messing with the other smoker, which I never couldn't get started, but I'm gonna remodify that one. Then I said, let me go ahead and try this one. And I put charcoal in and started cooking. Food looking good, but it was cooking too fast. You know. So, but the food still came out good. It wasn't burned up. So I started playing with it more and more by adjusting what charcoal in there. And I got apple, chips and stuff in there. And I got it down pat. So now as I've been cooking for the last couple of weeks, They've been working out since. Right now we're in a coronavirus era. So now I go ahead and do this because, like I said, most people got nothing to do at home, and I got me and my wife, and my 2 grandkids. So, like I said, we basically stuck in the house. Besides me going to work until they let us go. But this is what I'm doing. Let me pause this and get this out the bag, and I'll show what it look like. Okay, this is the roast. If anybody want to know the recipe for this, I have it. Okay, and like I said, one of the guys off of YouTube, I can't remember his name right now, but this brine recipe is good. And basically, what I was trying to look for is doing smoked turkey. So I took that and applied it to the fresh neck bones that I cooked, and it came out smoked turkey. I mean smoked, but it had the flavor and everything like that. So down the line in the future, I'm gonna get some turkey drums, and I'm gonna make some smoked turkeys. And on top of that, I got bought a big giant size turkey. Even though it's supposed to be, we don't know if we're gonna open back up around Easter, but it's something to keep me busy. You know, I ain't pay too much for it, so I'm gonna do that probably sometime this week and go ahead and let it thaw out and put it in the brine and marinate it. But one thing I did figured out, okay, all right, now for the brine recipe, whatever you got left over, you know, instead of throwing away, put it in a jar, put it in the refrigerator, and mark it that way. You know, if you got something to come up to use, then it's still good. But the recipe for this is 2 cups of hot water, right? 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. I mean, 1/4 cup brown sugar. I have a cup of meat tenderizer, or if you don't got fine meat tenderizer, find something else to put in there that you might like. A 1/2 cup of kosher salt. Now let that go. You want to make sure the salt dissolve and the brown sugar dissolve real good. If you have to um, heat it up, that's what it's supposed to do. Make sure all that dissolve. Okay. Then at the end, you put 8 cups of cold water in it, and that's your brine. Okay. Now any meat that you is going to use, you get a big Ziploc bag, you know, where you put your meat in, but you're going to have it set in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So you need to get some peppercorn and some bay leaves. Put that in the bag first, then pour your brine in. Okay, then you seal it up, put it in a container, and put it in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Alright, when it comes out, you take it, you pat it down. Okay, and then, you know, have your smoker ready. Alright, so far so good. This has been working just fine for me. I don't have no problem. Everybody like the food. I'm good. Alright, so this is something new, and especially with the smoker. My wife was going to buy me one. I said, no, let me see how this one runs, and if it don't run, then you can buy me one. But right now, so far, so good. So I really don't have no problem with it. Okay, I got the smoker out there ready, running. It's out there. You can see it from the window, but I can see it. You probably can't see it that much, but it just started smoking. So let me go check out there and see what it look like. Matter of fact, I'll open it for y'all. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Okay, a little bit smoke. Still gotta take time to warm up. Temperature ain't there, so usually once it get up to 50, it'll usually start running. So I don't know, might have to light it up again, but we'll see. Be right back. Okay, I had to restart it, and right now I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. When that smoke start coming out the chimney, you and the temperature up these past 50, then it's good. So I still have to buy me another temperature gauge where it'll stick through the walls and get the right temperature. But right now, since I'm used to doing it, I really have no problem. And I'll be right back. Okay, so far I've been a few minutes, but it's smoking. All right. Like I told you, temperature about 50, but it's gonna go up some more. But the thing I don't want to go too high, because I want it slow cook. And this roast will cook these about 3 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna let's look inside, see what I got it. I mean, what it look like, and then I'm gonna put the meat on. Okay, see a pan of water. You put the pan of water in there, and it keep the meat nice and juicy. All the flavors sealed in and everything. So let's go ahead and try this. Be right back.